Russia unleashes massive 219 drone swarm overnight, shattering the silence of the coldest winter in years. As suicide drones triggered blackouts across Ukraine, Kyiv's Chameleon Team was caught on helmet cam capturing 2 Russians during a high-stakes trench clearing. Energy war reaches a fever pitch as Russia systematically targets high-voltage substations in -20-degree weather. Zelenskyy confirms the U.S. proposed energy truce has been shattered by Moscow's refusal to halt infrastructure attacks. Russia unleashed a wave of terror overnight, launching a massive swarm of 219 drones and 24 ballistic missiles targeting infrastructure across the nation. Ukrainian air defenses intercepted 84 suicide drones, but 15 hit their marks, triggering a cascade of catastrophic power failures. The barrage targeted the heart of the country, striking energy grids and residential clusters from the northeastern border to Kyiv. On the other front, Ukraine's army claimed to have captured 2 Russian invaders in the Kostyantynivka direction during a high-stakes clearing operation. Ukraine's Kharkiv region bore the brunt of the assault as low-flying Hiran-2 drones saturated local defenses with surgical precision. In the town of Bohodukhiv, a direct hit on a family home killed a 34-year-old father and his 3 small children. This strike is a brutal extension of the energy war, with Russia systematically dismantling Ukraine's heating systems during a polar vortex. Energy officials report that massive hits on high-voltage substations have pushed the power grid to the brink of a total collapse. Kyiv and Odessa are plunged into darkness as temperatures plummet to -20 degrees, turning homes into frozen traps. The carnage follows the total collapse of a U.S.-backed energy truce mediated by the Trump administration in Abu Dhabi. Zelenskyy reveals that while Ukraine paused refinery strikes, Moscow exploited the reprieve to stockpile 2,000 missiles for this offensive. The truce is now exposed as a Russian smokescreen, used to buy time for a more brutal and coordinated winter massacre. President Zelenskyy warns that 90% of Russia's recent strikes are calculated terror aimed exclusively at non-military civilian targets. He confirmed that Russia has fired over 2,000 projectiles this month alone to weaponize the cold against innocent families. The president blasted the Kremlin for using peace talks as a distraction while raining fire on children in their beds. Ukraine has reportedly retaliated with a long-range drone strike hitting a Lukoil refinery in Russia's remote Komi region. The fire at the Ukta facility, 2,000 kilometers from the front lines, marks a significant escalation in Ukraine's reach into the Russian rear. While Kyiv targets energy logistics to cripple the war machine, Russia continues to flatten residential neighborhoods and border towns. Zelenskyy is now demanding an immediate air defense overhaul, calling for more Patriot and Iris-T systems to close the sky. He warned that every minute of international hesitation translates into more tiny coffins being buried in the Kharkiv rubble. For Ukraine, stopping this aerial massacre is no longer a diplomatic request. It is a desperate fight for biological survival.
The world doesn't stop. Neither do we. Subscribe to Midday for news that matters.